Hey engineering students, this is going to be the first of a couple of review videos in solving some of these lever problems. So let's take a look at the tweezer problem from our homework here. If we draw this out, it's actually kind of like two levers here, but the fulcrum is here, and then you have your effort force here, and you have your FR on the end of this. So what we've got here is a third class lever. So not that you have to, but ahead of time I'm thinking like, okay, third class lever, it's making something harder to do. It's decreasing my force. So that's a mechanical advantage less than 1. And that checks out here. So we see our actual mechanical advantage is 0.5. Now it doesn't say actual mechanical advantage, but since this is a problem with forces, we assume like, oh, it's forces. So this is an AMA problem. So I'm going to write out AMA equals 0.5. And then, so it requires 3 pounds of force to remove. So this problem confused a lot of people. That is the resistance force here. And a big part of these problems is, like I said, reading through these problems and figuring out what's going on. So that was a little tricky the way it's worded. So if we're given FR and we're given FR and AMA, that must mean the FE is what we're trying to find here. So I'm going to go to my equation. And my apologies, I hate writing on these iPads, which is why I often suggest doing these on pencil and paper. I might do those for the other review videos. Okay, so now we substitute 0.5 equals, let's set the iPad down here, see if I can write a little bit better. FR is 3 pounds over FE. So trying to solve for FE, so I need to get that to the other side, which means I multiply both sides by FE. And this would have been done a little bit quicker had you used the other AMA equation I gave you, which is really the same thing. So now we have 0.5 times FE equals 3 pounds. Well, I want to get that FE by itself, so I divide each side by 0.5. And now I have FE equals, and some people just looked at this and said, oh, 3 divided by 0.5, that's 1.5. Well, if you plug in a calculator or no, dividing by a fraction is actually going to make your number bigger. So 3 divided by 0.5 will actually give you 6 pounds. And that is your effort force here. This makes sense with what we know about third class levers, right? This device here, this machine, is decreasing the amount of force that we create, but increasing the amount of movement at the other side. So you can move your fingers a little bit to get a lot of movement from that tweezers. So there you go. That's how you find FE. And we're going to look at some other examples in the other videos.